Good morning, dear cadets. So yesterday I have completed methods of preparation of aldehydes and ketones. So just see, some of the methods are big in the sense their chemical reactions are little bit complicated. So you should not be worried about that one. Practice is required. You practice it, and whatever reagents are there, their function if you remember, then you will not commit the mistakes. Okay, now in organic chemistry, what are the important things? The valency of carbon, valency of all other atoms which are present in the organic compound should be satisfied. You should be thorough with the hydrogen bonding. You should be thorough with the dipole-dipole interaction. These are the basics. These are the tools to understand the organic chemistry. Resonating structure, resonance, okay, van der Waals forces. Just you see, in almost 2.5 units I have completed. Everywhere what are the tools? These are the tools: resonance, hydrogen bonding, van der Waals forces, electronegativity difference, polarity, non-polarity. These are the things. On these basis we can explain all the properties of organic compound, including their physical as well as chemical properties. So now let us move towards the physical properties of aldehydes and ketones. Okay, so as usual in physical property, first we will discuss physical states. Methanol is the first member of aldehyde. What is this one? Pungent smelling gas. Okay, ethanol, this is volatile liquid. Acetaldehyde, this is formaldehyde. Higher members, they are colorless liquid. Little bit variation is there in case of methanol and ethanol. Okay, next one is smell. Lower members, they are having unpleasant smell. Higher members, they are having pleasant smell. Okay, now there is no much discussion about the smell and physical state. Now your major discussion starts from solubility. Aldehydes and ketones up to 4 carbon atom, better to write, up to 4 carbon atom member are soluble in water due to formation of HB, hydrogen bond. Just see, lower member means up to 4 carbon containing members. Up to 4 carbon containing members, they are soluble in water, and you know the solubility in water is because of the formation of hydrogen bond with the water. So this is C double bond O, means this is carbonyl group, and both aldehydes and ketones both are having carbonyl groups. So I made here C double bond O, and you know that hydrogen bond is formed between water and other polar group compound. Okay, so this is polar only. Just see, even though I put here double bond, but these signs, slightly negative, slightly positive, they indicate that C double bond O group is polar. So O of carbonyl and H of water, they are oppositively charged. Oppositively charged or not, means due to polarity, due to difference in electronegativity, different charge has come. So now here what is formed? Hydrogen bond is formed. This side also hydrogen bond is formed. So what is the meaning of this one? Means one molecules of water can form 2 hydrogen bond with the corresponding aldehydes and ketones. Okay, so solubility, lower member solubility in water is because of the formation of hydrogen bond. Here most important thing is given, as the size of alkyl group increases. What is the meaning of as the size of alkyl group increases? As the carbon content increases in the alkyl group, the solubility of aldehydes and ketone decreases in the water, because alkyl group is a hydrophobic in nature. It creates problem in the formation of hydrogen bond with the water. That is why after 4 carbon containing members, their solubility decreases in the water. Solubility decreases in the water. This is because of the hydrophobic nature of alkyl group. Okay, but these aldehydes and ketone, there is a one saying, like dissolves like. Aldehyde ketones, they are the organic compound. So like dissolve like, it means what is there? They are fairly soluble in organic solvent. Ether, benzene, naphthalene, benzoic acid, they are highly phenol. These are solvents. So they are fairly soluble. Now the most important discussion is boiling points. Okay, now just see, already order I have given you. So just see, aldehydes and ketones, they are the polar compound. They are the polar compound. So just see, within themselves they cannot form hydrogen bond, but they can associate due to dipole-dipole interaction. Already I taught you na that CO group in aldehyde and ketone is a polar. So just see, the corresponding molecular mass of alkane means as compared to corresponding molecular mass of alkane and ether, the boiling point of aldehydes and ketones are more. Just see, alkanes are non-polar, ether is polar, but it is partially polar. It is partially polar, means less polar. As compared to ether, aldehydes and ketones, they are more polar. Now in one of the video I explained also. In ether, what is there? Between carbon and oxygen, single bond is there, that is sigma bond, and sigma bond electrons are strongly held. So even though electronegativity difference is there between carbon and oxygen of ether, but these sigma electrons are not much shifted toward the oxygen side. Okay, so what is there? O is not more electronegative there, and C is not more electropositive, means not electron deficient. So in ether case, what is there? Polarity is less. Now with whom I am comparing? I am comparing with aldehyde and ketones. In aldehyde and ketones, what is happening? C double bond O is there, means one of the bond is pi bond, and pi electrons are loosely held. So these pi electrons are completely shifted toward the oxygen atom. So CO bond is more polar than CO bond of ether. Okay, so what I am telling you, due to more polarity of aldehydes and ketone carbonyl group, they will have dipole-dipole interaction. Just see, this is CO1 group, this is positive, this is negative, because O is more electronegative than carbon. So these pi electron will be shifted toward the oxygen atom. So O will have more density of electron, C will have less density of electron. So this is slightly positive, this is slightly negative. Same way other CO is also there, same thing, slightly positive, slightly negative. So now just see, one end of carbonyl group is slightly negative, other end of carbonyl group is slightly positive. So opposite charges, they will have little bit attraction, and this kind of attraction is known as dipole-dipole interaction. Dipole means pole of one group is attracting the oppositively charged pole of other group or other member. Okay, that is why dipole/dipole. Di means two, pole means pole. So dipole interaction means one pole of this one and oppositively charged pole of this one, they will have little bit attraction. This is known as dipole-dipole interaction. Okay, now this is the only reason, that is why aldehydes and ketones have got higher boiling point than ether and alkane. Alkane have got less boiling point than ether. Okay, now we have to discuss the comparison of boiling point of aldehyde ketones, alcohol and carboxylic acid. So just see here, I will rub here and will tell you. Just a minute. Okay, so let us have more discussion about the boiling point of aldehydes and ketones. So preliminary point I told you, their boiling point is because of dipole-dipole interaction, and since they have got dipole-dipole interaction, that is why their boiling point is more than that of ether and alkanes of corresponding molecular mass. Always this word should be there. Corresponding molecular mass means almost equivalent molecular mass. Okay, now another point, just see here, aldehydes and ketones boiling point is less than alcohol and carboxylic acid due to lack of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. And see, in aldehydes and ketones, intermolecular hydrogen bonding is not there. What is there? Dipole-dipole interaction. Because of dipole-dipole interaction, they associate with each other. But remember, dipole-dipole interaction is weaker than hydrogen bonding. That is why aldehydes and ketones boiling point is lower than that of alcohol and carboxylic acid. Okay. Now alcohol has now two members are there. Who is having more boiling point between alcohol and carboxylic acid? Carboxylic acid is having more boiling point than that of alcohol. What is the reason? Just see, in alcohol also OH group is there, okay, and in carboxylic acid also OH group is there, but CO group is making the difference. In carboxylic acid CO group is there, and now here CO group is not there, okay. So now just see how this group, presence of this group make the difference. Try to understand. Hydrogen bonding is formed when there is a polarity. There is a polarity. Then only hydrogen bonding would be formed. What are the conditions for the formation of hydrogen bond? Electronegative atom size should be small. Second one is electronegative atom size should be small. Electronegativity should be high, and at least out of two, one should have hydrogen. Correct or not? Polarity is there. Active hydrogen containing compound means hydrogen bond is formed between active hydrogen containing compound. Presence of hydrogen is also essential. Intermolecular hydrogen means between two molecules. So just try to understand here what is there. In carboxylic acid, this CO group is electron withdrawing group. So what it will do? It will withdraw the electron from HO to this side, okay. Then what is it is doing now? It is making OH group more polar, okay. How it will make? Just see. Earlier these electrons were shifted toward the O, but now one more group is there which is shifting or migrating electron towards itself. So now OH group will become more polar or not? In case of alcohol, what is there? Only oxygen will withdraw the electron which is present between OH. Other group like this CH2 group, is there. It will not withdraw electron towards itself. So as compared to OH group of alcohol, the OH group of this one is more polar. That is why in carboxylic acid more strong hydrogen bond is formed, and hence carboxylic acid boiling point is more, okay. Now just see, over this issue is also over. Now what about boiling point of aldehydes and ketones? Remember here, among isomeric aldehydes and ketones have got higher boiling point due to presence of two alkyl group, which makes CO group more polar. Now try to understand how. Just see, I will explain here only. Just see, this is aldehyde, CH3, CH2, C, now here H, this is double bond O, okay. Now another one is, what is the next one? CH3, this is also CH3, this is C double bond O. This is ketone or not? Now try to understand. In aldehyde only one group is there, correct? Now here two groups are there, and what are the function of these two alkyl group? They give electron, they increase the electron density towards the carbonyl carbon. And they means their boiling point is because of dipole-dipole interaction. So greater the polarity, greater will be the interaction. Question arises here, ketones have got higher boiling point than that of corresponding molecular mass aldehyde or isomeric aldehyde. That is the question. So just try to understand. Here two alkyl group is there in the ketone. They will increase the electron density at this carbon atom, okay. Now in turn this electron will move towards the oxygen side. Are you getting my point or not? So now because of the plus I effect of alkyl group, two alkyl group in ketone, now oxygen will receive more number of electron. So around the oxygen electron density will be more, okay, and around the it should have been around the carbon. But try to understand. Now suppose here something is there and I am sucking, so it will come to my mouth or not? So just see who is important here. Important thing is my mouth because it is sucking. So just see here, they are pushing electron towards the carbon, but oxygen is here taking all those electron towards itself. But who is pushing electron? That is the question. Two alkyl group. So now oxygen is having more electron density because of these two alkyl group. In aldehyde case, what is there? Only one alkyl group is there, okay. So now in which case, meaning of polarity what is the meaning of polarity? At one center electron density should be more, meantime in other center electron density should be less. So actually directly these alkyl groups are giving electron to this carbon atom, but O is stronger than, means electronegativity of oxygen is more than carbon. So all these pushed electron will be concentrated toward the oxygen. Now in aldehyde case, what is there? One alkyl group is there. So as compared to CO group of aldehyde, CO group of ketone is more polar. CO group of ketone is more polar due to two alkyl group plus I effect. That is why the boiling, I hope that you understood this one. Don't think that here two alkyl group is there, so they will increase the electron density at carbon, because the electronegativity of oxygen is more than that of carbon. So these electron will be shifted towards the oxygen atom. They will be shifted towards the oxygen atom. They won't be here. So now around oxygen more number of electron, more electron density would be there, but more electron density around oxygen atom is because of these two alkyl group. Now in ketone case, aldehyde case, what is there? Only one alkyl group is there. So now near oxygen electron density would be there, but as compared to this ketone carbonyl carbon, electron density would be less here. Here it would be more. So CO group is more polar. So when more polar, more dipole-dipole interaction. Here less polarity, hence less dipole-dipole interaction. Less dipole interaction means less boiling point. More dipole-dipole interaction means more boiling point. Just like here in alcohol and carboxylic acid case. Alcohol is also having OH, carboxylic acid is also having OH, but OH of carboxylic acid is more polar due to presence of CO, electron withdrawing group. Now this is pulling electron towards itself, CO. So when it pulls electron, then what would be there? Electron density at oxygen will decrease now. Here it will increase. Then what would be there? Again this bond is becoming polar or not? Just reverse of that one here happening. Okay. Here always remember, the polarity of particular group is increases because of electron donating nature also and electron withdrawing nature also. When electron donation nature is there, so at one particular center electron density would be more. Okay. And because of electron pulling nature also, polarity will increase, because just see here, now this CO group will pull the electron towards itself. Then what would be there? At this center electron density would be less. So now further polarity is increases or not? Polarity is increases. Okay. So now it doesn't mean that polarity increases because of pushing of electron only. Polarity increases because of pulling of electron also. Means one center here O is becoming electron deficient because of CO group. Here O is becoming electron rich because of electron pushing effect plus I effect of alkyl group. Okay. So remember, polarity increases because of both the things. Okay. So I hope that you have got why ketones have got higher boiling point than aldehydes, corresponding or isomeric aldehyde. Remember, this word must be there, corresponding molecular mass. Okay. So ultimate, what is the order here? Least one is alkane, then what is that one? Ether, then alkyl halide, then aldehyde, then ketones, then alcohol, then carboxylic acid. The highest one is carboxylic acid. Okay. Now try to understand. Here I have given one question. Arrange the following compound in increasing order of their boiling point. Now answer is written here. Okay. Just see. This is aldehyde. This is alcohol. This is ether. This is alkane. Okay. So which would be the highest? The first number would be this one only, because it is alcohol. Which would be the second number? Second number would be this one. Which would be the third number? Third number would be this one. And this would be fourth number, because alkane is completely non-polar. Alkane is completely non-polar. Okay. Have you got this one or not? So this, now please arrange this one. Okay. Now number I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Correct. Means the highest. 1 means highest. Okay. First number means their boiling point would be highest. Now if you are having any problem, you can write by putting the arrow marks. This is least number. Okay. Least number. This would be number 1. Means this is the first. This is second. You can put, this is the, oh sorry, this would be like that. Correct. Highest. Afterwards this is there, then this is there. It is like that. Okay. Are you getting my point or not? This, then this, then this, then this. Okay. So now this is completely completed. Now just see. Just now I will deal the reactivity. Reactivity will have another issue. Just see. Carbonyl carbon is electrophilic center, means electron deficient center. And who will attack there? Nucleophile. So when we talk about the reactivity, at that time what we want? We want that carbon of carbonyl group should be electron deficient. Then only nucleophile will attack. Okay. And whatsoever factor which increase the electron density at carbon atom of carbonyl group, it means they are decreasing their reactivity towards the nucleophilic addition reaction. Are you getting my point or not? Nucleophile smoothly attack at those center where electron density is less. Remember this one. Okay, so now relative reactivity of aldehyde and ketones towards the nucleophilic addition reaction. Nucleophilic addition reaction. Just try to understand here. The reactivity of carbonyl compound is judged on the basis of electron, means how much carbonyl carbon is electron deficient. Once again listen here word. The reactivity of carbonyl compound is judged on the basis of electron deficiency of carbonyl carbon. Okay, just see. This is C double bond O. Correct? C double bond O. Okay. Now nucleophile, this bond would be shifted this side. So now here what would be there? C, this one, this is 2, 4, 6 negative sign, this is positive sign. Correct or not? Now just see. Nucleophile will make bond here. Okay. Will attack here. Correct or not? Okay. Because this is only electron deficient center. Electron deficient center. Electron deficient center, or this is also known as electrophilic center. Electrophilic center. Okay. Now try to understand what nucleophile bond. Nucleophile bond that carbonyl carbon should be electron deficient. And now it is electron deficient right now because of the more electronegative nature of oxygen atom. Now try to understand. If factor which increase the electron density at carbonyl carbon, it means that is decreasing the reactivity of carbonyl compound toward the nucleophilic addition reaction. Because nucleophile always attack on those center where electron density is less. Now see, here what I wrote, aldehydes are more reactive than ketones due to two reasons. Now we are not talking of polarity here. Actually the polarity increases with the increase of alkyl group number. Here we want that carbonyl carbon should be electron deficient nature. Here aldehyde is more reactive than ketone towards the nucleophilic addition reaction, because in aldehyde what is there? In aldehyde only one alkyl group is there, and in ketone how many alkyl group is there? Two. So just see here, aldehyde R C double bond O H. So here what is there? Only one alkyl group will increase the electron density at carbonyl carbon due to plus I effect. What about in ketone? Ketone what would be there? R C double bond O. Here two alkyl groups are there which increase the electron density at this carbonyl carbon. So now in ketone what is there? Two alkyl group will increase the electron density at carbonyl carbon. Hence what would be there? Their reactivity towards the nucleophilic attack will decrease. This is the first reason. So this is the first reason because of which aldehyde is more reactive towards the nucleophilic addition reaction. So this is because of the plus I effect of R group. Since in aldehyde only one alkyl group is there, while in ketone two alkyl group is there. That is why what should be there? As compared to carbonyl carbon of ketone, carbonyl carbon of aldehyde is more electron deficient and more attack of nucleophile will be taken place. So here what I wrote, lesser the number of alkyl group, more will be the reactivity. You can further write here, lesser the number of R group, lesser will be the, here you write lesser will be the electron density, less will be electron density at carbonyl carbon. Hence greater will be the reactivity towards nucleophilic addition reaction. Towards nucleophilic addition reaction. Now here I wrote three members. Just see. First one is formaldehyde. In formaldehyde, just see, no alkyl group is there. In acetaldehyde only one alkyl group is there. And now in this is acetone, here two alkyl group is there. So what would be the order here? The order of reactivity toward will be like that. Order of reactivity towards the nucleophilic addition would be like that only. First formaldehyde, then acetaldehyde, and here ketone. So once again, greater the number of alkyl group, greater will be the magnitude of plus I effect. Hence greater will be the electron density at carbonyl carbon. Hence lesser will be reactivity toward the nucleophilic addition reaction. We want that carbonyl carbon should be electron deficient. Okay, this is the reason. This is aldehyde, this is ketone. In aldehyde only one R is there, in ketone two R is there. So 2R means more magnitude of plus I effect. Hence more will be the electron density at carbonyl carbon. Now you may raise question here, sir, you have told in case of polarity that these electron will not be lie here, that will go toward the oxygen atom. Of course it will go toward the oxygen atom, but now those electrons will be present between C and O. And now nucleophilic addition reaction is not only the result of electron deficient nature of carbon, oxygen is equally responsible for the receiving of nucleophile. Means what we are talking, nucleophilic addition reaction, only carbonyl carbon is not responsible, oxygen is also equally responsible. It means nucleophilic addition reaction is the collective responsibility of C double bond O group. It is not only the responsibility of carbonyl carbon. Understood my point? That is why even though that electron will not be here only at carbon, it may go toward the oxygen, but meantime it will be available between carbon and oxygen. I hope that you have got my point. So this is due to plus I effect of alkyl group. Aldehyde is more reactive toward the nucleophilic addition reaction than that of ketone. Second one reason is due to steric hindrance. Just see, steric hindrance is because of the bigger size of alkyl group. Due to bigger size of alkyl, steric hindrance means what? Means covering one particular site, covering one particular site, SITE site, because of large size of group, that is known as steric hindrance. Means two bigger groups are there. So now suppose this is one site, okay, now two groups are there and their size is very large, so they will cover this one, and now nucleophile cannot go and get in touch with this group, okay, that is steric hindrance. So steric hindrance arises due to bigger size of alkyl group. So what would be the effect of bigger size of alkyl group? If alkyl groups are bigger in size, then what would be there? What would be there? If alkyl groups are bigger in size, so the site is this one, carbonyl carbon and oxygen. So they will cover this one, they will cover this group. The nucleophile will make the attack. It won't have site to make attack or to make bond with the carbonyl carbon. In aldehyde case, only one alkyl group is there, while in case of ketone, two alkyl group is there. So two alkyl group, bigger alkyl group, they will cover the carbonyl carbon and oxygen. So now a nucleophilic attack won't be there. Correct or not? Are you getting my point or not? Just see. Here what is there? One alkyl group. In this case, two alkyl group. Here also just see the size of alkyl group is increasing. So now their size is large and they will cover the entire this group. So because their size is large, so nucleophile attack tendency will decrease. So what would be the order in this case? First would be this one, then this, and then this. Why? Because here no alkyl group is there. The reactivity of formaldehyde is more than that of acetaldehyde. Similarly, acetaldehyde reactivity is more than that of acetone. Acetone reactivity is more than that of this one. Keep on increasing. So just always remember, we are talking of the reactivity toward the nucleophilic addition reaction. So towards nucleophile, reactivity of aldehydes and ketone would be more if they have got less number of alkyl group. Okay? Means if alkyl group is less, then plus I effect won't be there, or even if it is there, it would be less. Similarly, if less number of alkyl groups are there, so steric hindrance won't be there. Steric hindrance won't be there. Even if it is there, it would be less. So I wrote here, lesser the number of alkyl group, lesser will be the steric hindrance. Easy would be the attack of nucleophile on carbonyl carbon. Hence more will be reactivity. More will be the reactivity towards nucleophilic attack, or towards nucleophile. Okay, that's all. More will be the reactivity towards nucleophile. Okay, and this point is related with this one. Okay, due to bigger size of alkyl group, hence nucleophile cannot attack on carbonyl carbon. This is, I explained here, steric hindrance. Okay, so in this way, now still in the reactivity we have, right now we have compared the reactivity of aldehydes and ketone. We have to compare the reactivity of aliphatic and aromatic aldehydes and ketones. Okay, so now today I was busy in your extempore competition, so I could not concentrate much on video. Remaining thing I will complete tomorrow, and whatever loss today I have incurred will compensate some other days. Okay, please keep noting, keep studying the things properly. Okay, thank you.